What's going on this week? That's what's going on this week. Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great day. The extra piece cost about $2.44. Check this out. Bitcoin prices are going up. So what's going on with them? This is week 13 of the year. What does that mean, guys? I have never seen such a crazy week. I'm not even kidding. The amount of news that comes out every day is crazy. Justin Sun says he's excited about a big event this week. What does he know that we don't? He's obviously on the inside, so tell him. He was asked to look at his wallet. However, things are really bad for us this week. Guys, this is the end of the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. This is really cool. Why? Hurry up. The SEC and Ripple have decided to drop their last few appeals. Ripple will get back $75 million from escrow, and the SEC will keep $50 million. This is likely the end of the long-running case. It's over. Why? When we talk about trust, please wait a moment from That's what Mr. Pool Escrow 325 told him about the day of the dam going crazy, guys. What's going on here? Look at this. With Ripple getting back $75 million from trust and the SEC keeping $50 million, guys, right? What's going on? That's weird. Crazy. To talk about the case some more, we have Freddie Riss arrive on the scene. New timeline for SEC v Ripple. After what the top legal officer of Ripple said, you can be sure that their paperwork has already been made. We are now waiting for the SEC panel to vote, which will happen in less than 30 days. Then we'll wait for the SEC to file a request to lift the order. Ripple will not fight this. In less than 30 days from the move being filed, Judge Torres will sign off on it. Watch that video. We are now no more than 60 days away from this being 100% officially and dramatically over, guys. Wow, that's when the news will come out and the price will go through the roof, right? Because it's less than 60 days until the final. So yeah, I mean, interesting, right? Because for Mr. Pool final on this day 325, like, what are the odds of that? That's how I know Mr. Pool is real, right? Mr. Pool is real, that's all I know for sure. Here's the thing. Guys, I still have my extra piece locked up on an exchange, but I trust that these swaps are real, right? They were honest and wouldn't do anything bad on purpose. So I'm now asking for an extra P, guys. Guys, that's the end, right? That's it. The fine used to be $125 million, but now it's only $50 million. That's all, everyone, right? That's all. Here it is. Mr. Pool's end. That's all, folks. When we talk about the end, yes, it's just the start. It's just the beginning, they said, a new beginning. And in this picture, they wrote boom. You can see right here, and the 5E9 is written like you're somewhere right here, guys. I can't even see the right 5E9 written right there. So, if everything goes as planned, prices will go up a lot in 60 days. It's been 222 weeks since December 22, 2020 that they ripple with clothing. 22 to its current low of $2.22, which means that, guys, you can't make this stuff up, and I'm not 325 today. A new answer won't be back tomorrow. Guys, this is so crazy that I think I'm gonna pass out. It's not possible for us to go back to the old system right away. Mr. Pool told us that a new answer would be revealed overnight. Why is that crazy? President Trump just confirmed that Mr. Pool signs the order that lets the NACS budget update its payment system to cut down on fraud, waste, and abuse. What's going on here? I told you that things would get better in the world. To payments to the government, checks from the Treasury are thought to be 14 times more likely to be stolen than internet transfer payments in the past. This executive order will force the Treasury Department to update its payment system so that whenever possible, electronic methods of payment are used instead of paper checks. This is to cut down on waste, fraud, and abuse in the government, which is something we've been working on in many areas of the government under your leadership. It mostly involves bringing tools and methods up to date. And he really wanted it, Scott. I think he'll make a great Secretary of the Treasury. That's why we're doing this and other projects to bring things up to date. Could let the next person, whoever that is, do it. But this should have been done 25, 30 years ago. It should have been done 25 to 30 years ago. Wait a minute. Get me to work for the government, please. I will tell them how to update payments if they want to do so. Guys, it sounds like Swift was made in the 1900s. That needs to be brought up to date. Do you all understand what I mean? We're getting to that 0.1 step at a time. That easy, guys. Very simple. What's going on? By the way, all of this takes place in week 13. Week? I'm telling you, it's the 13th. Guys, 13 is the moon. 13 is the moon. It's been proven, right? Every 13th date, something magical takes place. What's going on? Talk about bringing things up to date. Trump and XRP are better than what's new. It has been true for a long time. It was just a starting event. That is all that is required. Trunk line. That's interesting. We got the key. We got the key. Is that skills and justice or law? But there is only one way. The new banking system can only be put in place after this one is burned down. You don't want to save the American system. You need to break it. You are seeing the planned destruction of a giant. The new money system will not be run by anyone. Guys, you know that Masons win? Guys, it's 100% true. Who's in charge of this fake system? This is where he says it all. He says it exactly as it is. So who wins in the end? These people do. The secret group. Yes? Yes. That's right. It's crazy, right? They will only switch if America dies. That's the point. But wait now, people are guessing that when the SEC lifts the ban, Ripple will be able to sell to institutional buyers, right? Also, just so you know, as I see it, Ripple will no longer put limits on the sales of XRP to institutions. Now they can sell directly to hedge funds or private equity firms instead of going through 2 over-the-counter desks first, right? They still have to follow securities rules, though. XRP should be used when we talk about these things over the counter, right? And the guess looks like this right here. Institutions will be able to buy from Ripple directly. The stock that is moving will run out overnight. Oh my, Shane Ellis and Bound? Yes? Guys, that means the price will go up overnight because there isn't much left on the market. Yes? Hold on, get ready to go. Go comes next. Is that really going to happen? Perhaps. The death of Gollum, the destruction of the ring, and the fall of Sauron all happen on this day in financial history, March 25th. That I have no idea. I haven't seen it yet, but March 25th. It seems important, but I think we should all agree that Ripple's fight against the SEC was key to the survival of the crypto industry in the first place. Of course, we all know that it was Ripple who led the way, but I also think it's important to recognize that there were many others fighting with us and many who were fighting even before we were involved in this regulation by enforcement campaign. For example, people like Stu Alderati and John Deaton were the ones who really took the brunt of Mr. Gensler's early attempts to crack down on crypto and stamp it out before it could grow big enough and broad enough to have a movement of regular people behind it. Many of those people deserve a lot of praise for keeping the SEC at bay for so long. Thank you so much for calling out Ripple, Steve Albany, and Garlinghouse. When they were attacked, it must have been very lonely for them. A lot of people in the crypto world are thinking maybe they'll just stop with Ripple and XRP. Who knows? They're keeping their fingers crossed, but the industry isn't really behind us. And I didn't know anything about it. I practiced a lot until 2022. I really did not understand how that case got started or how problematic and fishy it was. Anyway, thank God they had the strength and, the fighting spirit to make their message very clear. We're going to the high court. We're going to fight you all the way. So the way I see the whole board is that if they could stop Ripple and prove that XRP is an investment contract in and of itself, which is crazy, then they would win. The second part was that all of the exchanges were trading a free-floating investment contract. I have no idea who the other players were on these contracts. Trust that. Put that aside. After that, you're done. If XRP is a security, then pretty much everything is a security. This could wipe out the crypto business. Everything is pretty much the security if XRP is the security. If you put money into any other coins, you should be thankful. XRP kept you all safe. To the point. Have you been saved by the fall? I don't believe that. Guys, it's strange that Mr. Pool 2 also didn't sell today. Kind of